YouTube, what's going on, man? It's your boy the Dominican Savage here, back with another video. And in this video, guys, we're gonna talk about skill-based matchmaking. SBMM. Yes. Is it good? Is it bad? Maybe, maybe not. I think it's terrible. At the end of the day, skill-based matchmaking punishes you for doing better at a game. Usually, the better you do, the more rewards you should get. That's just my opinion. But yeah, man, skill-based matchmaking was brought, to a whole new level in Modern Warfare. They got rid of prestiging, but they prestige their skill-based matchmaking, that's for sure. BO4 had some skill-based matchmaking or team-based matchmaking where the better player like myself experiences a lot, especially being solo. I found the times I played BO4 that, every time I would play, I had over a 2.2 KD and my teammates would be bad and the other team would be pretty averaged out good. Not saying they were better than I or I was just better than them, but for the most part, on an average, they try to do it that way. Like, average out the KDs on each team and try to balance it. And I went through hell being a solo player. Like, I still did what I could, but nonetheless, a lot of Timmies out there that were on my team, and yeah, that went bad. But moving on to Modern Warfare, it took it to a whole nother level. I still could play BO4 with that matchmaking in there. I didn't, as much as I hated it, I knew I still could possibly win games. Like it was there. Like I could win. I've done it. Just I used to play domination for that. Just if you're curious. But for the most part, Modern Warfare took it to a whole nother level. I always found myself like the first 3 games just slaughtering, doing damage. Then that 4th and 5th game would kick in. I'm like, bruh, like why I can't, like why am I getting more hit markers? Why are my bullets not killing people now? Like it just would change, and and I felt like that's what messes skill-based matchmaking up a lot, because back in the days, again, correct me if I'm wrong, it was I think connection based, where the best connection would play together, where skill-based matchmaking, I feel like it puts you with anybody. Because of it, it puts you with anybody. So I could be playing against somebody who's in Japan or some shit. I don't know. But point is, that's going to affect the connection. Whoever has connection on their side at that point is over. Like you're going to do more. And I found myself in a lot of gunfights. I'm like, bruh, I'm getting more hit markers now. Why are they not dying as fast as they were in the previous games? Etc., etc. The list goes on and on. So I feel like that's why skill-based matchmaking is also bad, because it affects the connection, because you're only pairing people up based off their skills now, or their stats or whatever, whichever way they do it, but definitely not connection based. Moving forward, like Call of Duty, especially, again, Modern Warfare took it to another level. Black Ops Cold War seems like they're trying to do the same in protecting the newer players, even though I'm going to limit say I did not feel skill-based matchmaking like that in Cold War. With the alpha and the beta, yeah, it had bugs here and there, whatever. Hit detection felt a little off, whatever. But as far as like the competition that I was playing, it didn't feel like, oh my god, it's getting harder and harder. It felt pretty normal. Yeah, you have your little sweaty games here and there, as I feel, in my opinion, as you should. I feel like for every 5 games you play, you should run into 2 lobbies that you're like, bruh, or 2 players that come, or a player that is sweatier and better than you that comes in the lobby and starts shredding and dominating. You should experience that, or going back and forth, whichever one, but as far as every game that way, no, like that's just not fun, man. And hopefully more testing will get done when the full game does get released, and we can see what kind of skill-based matchmaking there is or will be in Cold War. Because obviously for Modern Warfare, it was what they averaged out every 5 games, and then the lobbies would flip out and flop out, and that's a good indicator, because that helped, that ruined a lot. Where if Cold War leaves you in the same lobby, then skill-based matchmaking won't affect you as much if the same people are in the same lobby. Yeah, new people probably get added to it when they're looking for a game, but for the most part, I think it would be more controllable than the Modern Warfare route, where lobbies were always breaking up. Well, now when you play Modern Warfare multiplayer now, yes, some lobbies do stay together, but come on now. For the most part, it was for the whole year, it was just, you know, new lobbies. You'll probably have 1 or 2 players here and there, and that was that. So hopefully Cold War does not split up the lobbies, even though they were doing it in the beta. They didn't do it in the alpha, which was awesome, but they did do it in the beta, which was terrible. So pick and choose. You know, they right now they're in the middle, 50-50. So hopefully they go the route of not breaking lobbies up. You know, I feel like that will affect skill-based matchmaking to a degree. Yeah, but for the most part, you know, I see some people complaining about it. This is where I want to get to real quick. They complain about skill-based matchmaking, but they never have a good game. So how does it affect you if you're having bad games all the time? I don't get it. You know, like, if you're having bad games all the time, then obviously it should be putting you in easier lobbies according to the logic, right? You know, so yeah, I don't know how you could get affected by skill-based matchmaking if you're always having a bad game. If that's the case, get your game up. But moving on, man, the average Call of Duty player, man, is a lot better now, man, than it was 10 years ago. Everybody got a damn monitor, scuff controller, control freaks, you know, top dollar headset. You know, things are different now than they were 10 years ago, and yeah, man, like, I get it. That's the mentality I take. You know, like, I know for a fact that COD is not quote-unquote casual, because Twitch, YouTube, there's businesses out here trying to make money, or you can make money if you want to make videos, etc., etc. So people are going hard for that content, you know, like, you know, you can't blame them. You know, there was a lot less YouTubers than it was back in the days when Modern Warfare 2 was in its prime and stuff like that. But nonetheless, guys, this is just, you know, a little rant slash knowledge, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, man, you have to use new mechanics, you know, that are in each game. Like, you can't complain about bunny hopping. That's the new drop shotting. I'm sorry. That's the new drop shotting. Get better at it. Practice it. Go in a private match and practice. I'm sure you'll get better at it, and then you'll start doing it, and you'll understand why people do it. The sliding mechanic, same thing. You know, I learned how to slide in the advanced movement cards, and it carried over to these boots on the ground cards, which still has an advanced movement slide and stuff like that. As we clutch this dub right here, nervous as hell. You know, so it's like you have to adapt to the game's mechanics, not to the gameplay, but to the game's mechanics, so you can do better, in my opinion. You can't complain about these guys sliding and bunny hopping and not do it yourself. You know, that's like playing a jetpack Call of Duty and be like, oh my god, look at this guy flying through the air. Like, you could do it too, man. Just do it and you'll see some success. But nonetheless, guys, it's your boy DOMINICANxSAVAGE here, man. I'm trying to come back with some content, make some videos, and try streaming again. I started playing Warzone late in the cycle, dude. Like, I think I started playing in season 4 Warzone for the first time. I love it. I fell in love with it. Never thought I would, but that's what multiplayer did in this game. And you know, I can't wait for it in Cold War, man. But yeah, guys, it's your boy DOMINICANxSAVAGE, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.